Ready to go? Okay. And when did you yeah.
Long time ago.
Really last year. Did they? Really? So they may have been happy with bollards. And you came up to the thought that it's a good idea. I'll do this.
Yeah. Well, as I say, because I know a bit about sheep myself. I've kept them too in the past.
And did you expect when you came?
Well, the funny thing is, I've had this in the back of my mind for years, and it was like, yes, this could be the opportunity.
Yeah.
Some original models, well, after 6 little maquettes, I made 2 models after Wien. The models, plugs, you call them.
Ready to go? Okay. Okay, so tell us how it came about that you ended up building these sheep for Jetty Street.
Well, the council put a tender out and I answered the tender. The tender was for bollards to prevent traffic entering where it was now pedestrian. And it seemed to me that sheep around places like rural New Zealand make a very good block to traffic, so I answered the tender that way. And they obviously liked it.
Okay, and just tell us, these are a concrete sheet with steel in, to understand. How did
Yes.
you make them?
Well, made the designs in a number of different tiny clay maquettes, and then from there, after we'd chosen which ones to go with, I made a full-size plug out of construction foam and plaster and spray putty, and from that you then make fiberglass moulds, and there are 2 moulds, one's in 3 parts and the other's in 4 parts. And obviously, because they're cast upside down, then they had to be supported in quite a large steel framework so that they could be rolled, because once they're full of concrete, of course, they're 800 kilos, which is quite heavy.
Okay, and just tell us where the idea for the sheep came from.
Well, the area down at Jetty Street is quite industrial. The warehouses down there would have been wool warehouses, and there are classing facilities that are now used for other uses. So it seemed like an appropriate thing, and appropriate to New Zealand, rural areas. Wool's been quite important to the Dunedin area. Also because it's in that area, sort of close to the bridge, the sheep sort of soften the architecture a little bit, you know, animals rather than more rigid architectural elements, so that's why.
They're still using the concrete really of the Jetty Street overbridge and all that. It sort
yes,
of fits in,
well,
it?
it's quite shadowed there, so it wants to be something in keeping, but something would soften it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
It's the reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, should include those.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, so if that sheep faces you just the way it turns, yeah, that's right. Done. That's no good, is it? And even if you hold that sheep up a wee bit higher, is that?
That one?
Yeah. Now do you actually? So you're not. And
Look at you.
yeah, look around here at me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And just glance back at the sheep again, at the model.
Look at the sheep.
Oh no, with your head like it was before. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Right. Terrific.
All right, it's done.
And those were the earlier sort of variations.
Yes, well, maybe
You've gone for it. Oh, I see.
These 2. And then I'd start criticising, you know, what's wrong? Well, the ears are sticking out, that's going to be too vulnerable. They're and that's too young, maybe. That's a young sheep.
Yeah.
So from there that's more stylised, and I felt it was too stylised.
Yeah.
Aggressive and scary, I thought. bearing in mind that you're stylised,
Yeah.
and I didn't like that. It's a bit sort of old-fashioned and
Yes.
yeah. So then I got thinking about the bridge a bit more.
Yeah.
And it's
Slightly
getting,
sleeker sort of
yes,
face and
but it's
everything.
those are the first ones, and those two are in here, and that's the progress.
Alright.